Laz is just, we worked before. We worked before. I've been knowing Laz for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the way that I met him was kind of like, in hip hop, it's kind of like everybody is they selective of who they work with. But if you meet people, if you can get to somebody, then it's easy to work with them. The hard part is being able to reach people and connect with people. I met Laz through IV, like, how many years ago?
Maybe 10 years ago.
At a studio, he came in like the Tasmanian devil, just full of energy, and I just liked him. You know what I'm saying? So it was like I met him through IV. I always liked him. You know what I'm saying? So I figured we would probably work again, later, when time permitted. Because we tried to do shit before, but it ain't really work out.
Right.
Because of time shit. But yeah. Plus he from Detroit, man. He from Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Like he come with a good message. He can put rhymes together. You know what I'm saying? And he got an interesting story, man. He got an interesting story. So
for sure.
Anything I can do to help push that shit forward, man, I always want to do.
One thing that I want to accomplish with any record, and especially this record, is just to show that Detroit is where we have like a bundle of heavyweights that are coming out here in the game. And it's like now, with Royce, with M, you got lyricism is starting to shift from all the other places, and now you're having this focus point. Like, you guys put Detroit on the map as a lyrical city, like a city where you got these lyrical killers that are being bred from. And I just think that I just want this to be another song that, enunciates that shows that we're killers here in Detroit when it comes to lyricism, and we hold our own against anybody.
Yeah, and we want people to like the song.
That too.
We want people to like it. We want people to like it, and we want people to click play on it as they fish through all of the fucking music on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And how easy it is, how disposable all the music is. We want the shit to kind of stand out.
We got one of the best in the industry right here.
Thank you, man.
Sitting next to me.
I appreciate that.
Not only is he one of the, the most crafty MCs in the game, he's also, I would consider, one of the busiest people in the industry. I mean, the number of projects that he's got going on at one time, it's very hard for me to point a finger at anybody else that is working as hard as you and is as busy as you.
Thank you, man.
So, I appreciate your hard work, because that inspires me just to look at, what other artists are doing and how hard they're working. It's just something to look up to.
Well, I'm inspired by you as well, because you rap and you're a fucking brain surgeon.
Well, I mean,
I think you got me trumped.
I don't know, man, but I respect your craft. I respect
you definitely the smartest rapper I ever met. I tell you that. Yeah, whatever made me call him Tasmanian Devil now is what made me call him Bumblebee back then. It's probably just the energy, the way he's just buzzing around the studio. Just,
right. I don't know, maybe I calmed down a little bit since then. But
he's way more mature now.
But
way more mature
I think
now.
as the years progress and as things happen,
Yeah, you're a grown ass man.
Definitely.
You was a baby when you came
yeah, I was. I definitely was a baby at that time. But
everything that I've ever heard from Laz has always been content driven. It's always had a message. It seemed like he always got something to say, even when he does his visuals. Like if I run across something online and I just click play, it was something Chuck D was on Twitter talking about.
Right.
That I clicked on.
Yeah, it's crazy, man, because Chuck D actually, he had been following me ever since the whole situation with Russell Simmons, man. And he's a mentor probably to everybody in the hip hop, man. But it was just really, really dope to see somebody like Chuck that was responding to a lot of the stuff that we putting out here in Detroit.
I think the current state of Detroit hip hop is pretty good. It's a lot of good shit. It's a lot of bad shit. Mm-hmm. But I don't think there's ever been a time where it hasn't been, that balance. But
yeah, we got a lot of dope MCs coming out.
I think it's a lot. It's a lot of moving parts right now.
Mm-hmm.
The most moving parts we've ever had. We got a lot of different movements, and because of the internet, what I mean, like it's easier to get exposure, and
plus I almost feel like there's a lot of cats that are getting attention from from the OGs, like, you know, Nas getting it, you know, to Boldy James, and then, like, you know, Kanye getting to Big Sean, and how all these things are happening. It's like all these you know, hip hop icons from other places of America are just coming and looking at artists in Detroit and picking somebody up that's dope. And I just think that that's great for the city, because it shows that, you know, we got so many different vessels that are going on here, and it's all this talent that's coming up and being discovered from this city.